Hey, what's up? It's LazeBrain here from lazegaming.com, and today I'm going to bring you guys a gun game on Black Ops 2 on the boat map. I'm not sure how it's called, but I just call it the boat map. And I quickly want to share my opinions of what I think is going to happen with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox 720, and specifically the backwards compatibility. So in other words, will the PlayStation 4 be able to play PlayStation 3 games, and of course the same for Xbox 720 and Xbox 360 games. So I think it's very important for both companies, Microsoft and Sony, to add a backwards compatibility to all their games for many reasons. Obviously, first, people that currently already own a PlayStation or an Xbox are most likely, if they are planning on buying the next console, they're most likely to stay with the same brand. So if they already own a bunch of Xbox 360 games, they're most likely to stay with Xbox rather than switch to PlayStation, and that's obviously the same for the PlayStation side. So it is a good thing for Sony and Microsoft to keep that backwards compatibility if they want to keep Xbox players with Xbox, and of course the same with PlayStation. So that's one reason. And secondly, another reason also because these consoles have been around for so long now. I think about 7 if not 8 years. I think it's about 7 years since the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 4 have been released. So many new people since then have been introduced to gamers. So many new gamers were born in a way. And compared to the old consoles like PlayStation 2 and Xbox, I'll just call it Xbox One, there's so much more people. The amount of gamers have multiplied by, I think, a few hundreds now. So since it has been such a long time in between, or since the release of the latest consoles, so many people have a lot of games for them. And let's just say for a lot of gamers, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 was their first console pretty much. So obviously they do want to stay most probably with the same brand if they're satisfied with it, at least, since they've bought all their games for that certain console. So I think that's really important, even though in the past we have seen that, for example, PlayStation 3 is not able to play PlayStation 2 games, and Xbox 360 is not able to play a lot of old Xbox games. Some of it can, but not all of it. Many games don't actually work. So we haven't seen that in the past, as backwards compatibility, but in the past the lifespan of consoles were much shorter. So for example, the Xbox One and PlayStation 2 weren't the main consoles out there for such a long period of time like they are now. So I think right now it's much more important than before, and especially with the technology we have today, I think it's much easier for Sony and Microsoft to add that backwards compatibility. And I think we will most likely see it. I know a lot of people say that's not true, but I definitely think it's something important, and I think important for both companies if they want to keep their gamers, especially if one console gets released before the other. So for example, if Xbox gets released before Christmas 2013 and PlayStation 4, for example, after Christmas, it is very important for especially PlayStation to keep that backwards compatibility, because if they don't have that backwards compatibility, or if PlayStation 4 will not be able to play PlayStation 3 games, most likely a lot of PlayStation 3 gamers right now, of course, will switch to Xbox in that case. I'm not saying all of them, because some people just prefer staying with that certain brand or of console for whatever reasons. Could be the controller, or they just pretty much prefer PlayStation. So there's many reasons why that could be it, but I think it's very important, and it's most likely, I'm pretty much 95% sure, PlayStation 4 will be able to play PlayStation 3 games, and Xbox 720 will be able to play Xbox 360 games. So go ahead and tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.